in the second, Portugal and Morocco in the second matchup, then third matchup, Iran against Spain, and then we're pretty much down to, pretty much 3 matches a night, in which we'll have in Group C, then D, with a lone game in D, which is Argentina and Croatia in that matchup, and then so yeah, we have a lot to still cover. Both 3 matches tonight as we're getting things going once again here tonight. Hope everyone's doing well as we are ready to get things going. And just before I go on, want to thank everybody that has joined the channel so far. Certainly do appreciate that, as certainly do appreciate all the support, and as we're trying to make our way to 10,000 views and 100 subscribers. The count continues. We're at 50. We're pretty much the midway point right now, 55 subscribers, and we need plenty more to get to 100. And then we're right in the middle with the views too. We're 5,000, almost 6,000 views, and we are pretty much there right now. We're just trying to get to 10,000 views right now on this channel, and once that happens, then Super Chat can be activated. So that'll be really cool. But it's just kind of rehash what we had here tonight. We had Russia, we'll have Russia and Egypt, but to kind of just rehash all the groups, what happened in the first stage, if you haven't caught up on everything. So Russia and Saudi Arabia battled in the first game of the tournament, and Russia prevailed 2-0 over Saudi Arabia. And then Egypt defeated Uruguay 1-0 in their matchup to take the, as right now Russia and Egypt are knotted up at 3 points each, so that puts Russia and Egypt in the big battle here tonight. And then Spain and then Morocco and Iran met in the first match of Group B, and it was a draw between the two, 0-0. And then Spain took care of Portugal 2-1, and a very good, entertaining matchup. So that really puts Portugal in a sense of they've got to get a win. They've got to win their next 2 matches outright in order to move on to to the round of 16. Group C, Australia upsetting France 1-0, and then Denmark defeating Peru 2-1. And France, who's got to win out themselves in order to make it to the round 16, and hope that Denmark and Australia mess up somewhere along the line. Hey Mike, what's going on? And hope that Denmark or Australia mess up somewhere along the line at this point. Make it very interesting. And then Group D, Iceland, first timers in the World Cup, certainly proved they belong there with a 2-1 win over Argentina, as Argentina scored first in that game, and then Iceland scored twice to really clinch the game out. Then Nigeria and Croatia drew even at 0-0 to finish up their matches. So it's 3-1-1, and then no points yet for Argentina. So they've got to get things going on their end. Then Group E, you have Serbia and Costa Rica. They drew even in their matchup, no score there. And Brazil, no mercy against Switzerland, winning that one 3-0 in that matchup. So the next round we'll have Brazil against Croatia and the Swiss taking on Serbia. And then Group F has Germany and Mexico. They drew even in their first big matchup between each other, as Mexico certainly proved that they belong there. It's a lot different from 4 years ago when they didn't make it out of Group A, when they were in the same group as Brazil, and they didn't make it out of Group A. So they're hoping to maybe maybe do that, but they'll have to get some wins in order to do that. And then Sweden, 2-1 winners over Korea in their matchup. As Sweden takes the 3-1 lead in Group F. And then Group G, Panama, Belgium, Tanzania, and England, as Panama, again like Iceland, proving that they belong in the World Cup, stunning Belgium 2-0 in their matchup. And then England and Tanzania, a little bit of a mess up there, led to a goal, and then they just could not get much of anything else going as they lost. Well, really nobody won, but Tanzania and England drew even 1-1 to get 1 point in their group. So Panama and then England and Tanzania, they're 3-1-1. While Belgium, yep, they're in the same boat. They have to win out and possibly hope that somebody else messes up in order to get to the next round. And then Group H, which was last night, Colombia 3-0 over Japan, and it was no doubter. Colombia scored 3 of those goals all in the first half, 2 of them within the first 10 minutes of the game, and then they scored the third one just before halftime. And then Senegal certainly proved that they belonged as they took down Poland 2-1. It took a penalty kick in which Poland scored, and then a late and then a nice pass. Poland could have scored on it. Instead, they hit the post, and that's how the game ended. 2-1 with Senegal winning it. So Senegal will take on Japan in the next set of matches in Group H, and then Poland will deal with Colombia. And if Poland looks about as sluggish as they looked against Japan, as they did against Japan, I don't like their chances against Colombia in that matchup. But tonight, in Group A, which will be Russia against the hopefuls here, which is Egypt. And Egypt, I'll tell you that little story that everybody likes. Not only did they stun Uruguay 1-0, they were able to defensively just shut down that team all the way. So that is the game here tonight. Now we are heading for St. Petersburg Stadium. It's the place to be as we start the second stage of games here tonight. 3 games to be exact, and then we will go with something else. As long as we have time for that tonight. So let's go ahead, jump right into it. Russia and Egypt. Alright, so as normal, I did my coin flip and pretty much it. Akineve, how is the team going to do without their injured player? Well, we will find out. Leonidas Labrakis back once again in this matchup, as this matchup at St. Petersburg Stadium as a 9 o'clock kickoff. So Akineve is the goalie, is their captain. So Russia looking to Mike is a traitor, hoping for Russia to take it all the way. But I know Brazil is better. So St. Petersburg Stadium, as founded in 2017, built in 2017, with a capacity of 67,000 in the city of St. Pete. So that's where we're heading tonight. Will Egypt continue their upset bid here?
Hi there, everybody. I'm Martin Tyler.
So, welcome once again, St. Petersburg Stadium, 9 o'clock kickoff. There's the pretty red and blue lights on top of the stadium. As you can see, the raindrops on the screen. Not the greatest of weather here tonight. So Russia and Egypt meeting for who is going to get the next 3 points in this group. Or it could be an even draw, and both teams would be tied with 4 points. And then that would really put things in a interesting light, needless to say.
was a period where Russia were part of the Soviet Union, huge catchment area.
Alright, so both national anthems are done, as both teams preparing for tonight's matchup, as both teams looking to either draw even and have 4 points each, or one team's going to get the win and they're going to pull this thing and they are going to take a 3-point lead. So Russia plays a 3-5-1-1, and the fact that they had to Kokorin playing in place of Smirnov, who was injured, torn ACL, and Smolov, who scored 2 goals in the opening game against Saudi Arabia. And then Egypt 4-2-3-1. Hector Cooper is their manager. And then the 3, Salah, Saeed, and Trezeguet. And then Hassan is their striker. And Saeed was the one that made the pretty pass, and Salah was the one that put the kick in for the lone goal. So referee calls, and here we go. Oh, here comes Egypt, proud of the box here. So Russia knows they cannot take, especially after last night's upset with Senegal. I don't think anybody expected that from Senegal. And now ooh, nice defense there as the kick goes to Trezeguet. So Russia with a nice takeaway here. Yeah, I really believe things are going to be really tight tonight. And so just could not turn around enough to get the header into the goal. So Russia blows that chance.
It just goes straight through. It does. And it means the ball moves so fast across the surface. And, that's great.
Oh, here goes El Adiri, who had 5 saves in the first game against Uruguay. And that ball goes out of bounds. Lady pulling for Brazil. Mike is pulling for Russia.
This game really is a chance for him to express himself. 2 in his previous
Smolov is the player to watch in this matchup. Just hope it's not an absolute curse. And he is offsides. Smolov was the player to watch in the first game, and all of a sudden in the second half he was injured and done for the tournament with his ACL injury. Out 7 months. And then Ben Youssef, same situation with him. He is out for 7 months with an ACL injury. And here goes Osha. And Smolov. Oh my goodness, some tough tackles there. It's Egypt really playing tough here. And that just went nowhere. And that went to nobody. And Russia here. Oh, he thought his man was going to kind of break it out a little bit more on the end there. Did not happen. I tell you, fierce battle between Kokorin and Saeed. And a nice feed up to Rausch. Oh, what a punch out by Adriri. That was a beauty of a save there by Adriri. My goodness, referee calls for a play on, and now we have a foul. So Leonidas, I tell you, he has already issued three yellow cards in the games he has covered already in this World Cup.
They've cut the pass out there. Maybe that will ease the pressure. Moving the opposition around with these two players.
Oh, nice feed there.
Well saved. Mohamed El Neni. Well saved. Still passing. Not really making inroads. Mohamed Abdul Shafi.
So, nice pass here. Nice feed there.
Play the ball straight to the opposition.
And now Kokorin.
I think the wide man's got a chance here. There's space out near the touchline.
Oh, hard tackle there. And the Egypt player not getting up right now. That was a pretty tough tackle there, as most of the Egyptian fans not happy about that.
Here they are on the attack. The attack, which looks so promising, has now been stopped in its tracks. Now it's about defending. Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception.
So, good pass here. Ooh, good challenge there. Ooh.
Attacking well here.
So Egypt definitely seems to be more on task here.
Gaga.
And
Needs to be very nippy.
very close there, as Smarlov had maybe the third goal of his World Cup
Attacking now.
in his sights there. And that ball will go out of bounds. And, yep, yellow card against Konstantin Rausch. I love you. From what?
Well, he is quick, this lad. He can afford to give himself another yard. I think he's got the beating of these defenders in a race.
Kokori. Quick resume for you. First World Cup 1930, 13 teams. Here we are in 2018, the 21st staging, 32 teams. It has grown.
32.
Well, it has, Martin, in FIFA. Very keen to reach all parts.
All right, and now Zrazov has a nice break on ahead.
What we've ended up with here in Russia.
And
Seemed a certain opening goal. Oh dear, I think it's one of those that might play on his mind now.
so nice pass there. Could have been a nice,
Demanded not get in the net, but he's put it over the top.
Well, that was all he had to do.
possibly could have been a nice winner there, but no goal.
Just a quick reminder to everyone, I mentioned it earlier.
As this ball will go out of bounds.
13 countries in 1930, the first staging, 21st staging now here in Russia. 32 teams in a format that we're getting used to now.
Yeah, we are. It's an extravaganza, isn't it? A festival of football. Anybody that loves the beautiful game loves this tournament.
As
The keeper pushing it away.
boy, talk about wide open middle there.
Well under pressure here.
Nice job by Russia to quickly shut it down there.
Defended, not just getting across, he thought quickly as well. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Good defending.
Not a great pass there. And now Roush does have to be a bit careful with getting that. With getting that yellow card. So this may be one of those really good games here. As, oh, it stayed in just barely.
Oh, it looked promising there in that wide area, but the defender's done well. Smoller. I know this manager's not too keen on this kind of play. He'd rather the ball was in the other half and they were playing their football in the opposing half. El Neni.
Alright, so here goes Egypt again, trying to attack, and the Russian defense is ready for it. And now he's got some Golovin. So good try there. As Adiri gets rid of that ball. It is maybe just one of those games.
Good football between these two. Nice passing. He's given possession away here. Looking good, this move. Chance from the park. Better play to stop the chance. Coming up now, a corner. The ball's just
so a corner for Russia here is hit the post again.
Well, here is that earlier incident, Alan. So close.
Well, his reactions were good to get to the ball first there. Just
my goodness.
The second bit, hit the bar.
So another corner for Russia. Arg. Oh, bad pass there. I think he was trying to see who he could get. Roush back for defense.
He's presented the ball to the opposition. It's good play until they got that challenge in.
Oh, now comes 3 minutes at a time. And nice save by Ganiv. Oh.
Well read by the player in that part of the pitch.
Okay, where is he going with that one? And a nice feed here.
They've got numbers in this attack. It looks dangerous.
And nice save there by Driri once again. As that is the first half of game one here tonight, as no score between Egypt.
Well, the word average comes to mind about his first half. What do you think, Alan?
So Fedor Smolov, 3 shots attempt, no goals yet. And Egypt seems to have a good game plan for him so far. So good half there. Yes, very tight game.
To switch on the attacking power in this situation.
That was a whale. That was a nice risky play. He misses that. He misses that thing. And that so close to being 1-0. And there's the Russian manager. And I really thought we had this one, but nice kick out by Adriri once again, as he is playing a whale of a game.
the corner.
And just hit the bar. So 5 shots, no shots on target for Russia, 1 for Egypt, and Egypt controlling the possession 52-48. 5 tackles. Both teams have 1 foul each and 1 yellow card on Roush. And then 1 injury to Egypt, and then onside 1-1 on both sides. 2 corners for Russia right now. And Churchiget was the one that was injured. He suffered that injury in the 44th minute on one of the corners there. So anybody's ball game at this point. I mean, they're either going to get a point each, and they'll both be tied with 4 points, which would lead to the finale game, which not against each other, but against their respective opponents, to see who would take the overall group in that. So saves right now, Akinif has 1, El Azriri has 4, as he has played 1 whale of a match so far for Russia and for Egypt, trying to keep the Egypt dream alive here.
Ready to go for the second half of this.
So here we go.
In this group.
Now, I don't think Egypt has ever been to the round of 16. Not sure yet for Egypt, playing injured right now. Nice takeaway once again by Russia. They are playing much more aggressively right now. Miracek, as that shot is deflected and saved by Azriri. As Egypt will try to reset this back up, as they were trying to get the pass into their man. And you have to wonder just how long Egypt is going to go with their man being injured right now. So Roush, who has a yellow. Oh my goodness, and Roush took a tumble there.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well.
And I tell you, they are really battling each other right now. So it'll be a corner for Egypt. And the Russian manager not thrilled with the results of the first half.
He's put in the corner.
And a nice save by Roush. As this ball will go out of bounds, and it'll be goalie kick. So trying to get the ball rolling once again. So here goes Russia. And I tell you, they've got to, yeah, maybe hopefully that first matchup with Saudi Arabia, hopefully they didn't put them in the offsides against Spalovic once again. So Trezeguet will be sub for Karaba. So smart decision here in the early stages of the second half. Not risk any further injury. So Egypt love nothing more than to pull the upset, or even if they draw even with the, even if they draw even, I tell you that would be, you know, nobody expected them to do what they did. Yeah, nobody expected them to do what they did, which was upset Uruguay 1-0. So, you know, they can kind of keep this, if they can kind of keep this momentum going. But Russia right now back on the attack here. is again just no dice. Oh, ouch. Smolov and, number 15, Mirachuk and Adriri both combined. Literally. Oh, bad pass there. I tell you, some good shots are being taken. They're just not finding the post right now.